Hi, welcome to the continuation of A Brief Work on Staff Notation, Section 2. The keyboard. The keyboard is an example of the types of the musical instruments that are used for making or playing music. It is designed in a specific continuous pattern having two black keys, three black keys, continuously to the end. This enables us to identify the keys on the keyboard easily. For instance, to identify the key of C, carefully locate the two black keys and come down a half step backwards. You see the key of C. From C, we have D, E, F, G, A, B. 7 keys, which makes up the natural keys on the keyboard. When you've gotten to B, the pattern still repeats itself from C, D, E, F, G, A, B, continuously to the end. So the distance or the movement from a particular key to the same particular key is known as an octave. So when you play from C to C, you have an octave. From D to D, you have an octave, either climbing up the pitch or coming down the pitch. These 7 keys give birth to additional 5 keys by raising any of the keys a semitone, either up or down. So if you raise the key of C, you're going to have the C sharp. If you raise the key of D, you have D sharp. The same thing applies. If you flatten the key of D, you're going to have the D flat. So it applies. Within the 7 keys, 7 natural keys, we have 5 additional keys as a result of the accidentals, making it 12 keys in whole. So from this, my keyboard here, you see that I have 1C, 2C, 3C, 4C, 5C, and 6 Cs. In a standard keyboard, you have up to 8 Cs. So the most important one here that helps us a lot is the middle C. This is the middle C. When you calculate 1, 2, 3, and then you start another 1, 2, 3. The middle C, in locating it on the staff, is the same as this C, which has a ledger line below or above, that's below the treble clef and above the bass clef. It directly faces you once you're seated on the piano. So we're going to try to play the sound. The sound doesn't change anywhere you are in the world. It's still the same. Let's want to get a sound of the middle C. So that's the sound of middle C. C, C. And move to the next. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So from C to C, we have an octave. If you move from D to D, you have another octave. So you can equally move from C to C, and then from that other C to another C, making it 2 octaves. Interval. Interval is defined as a distance between pitches or two notes. They are of two types, harmonic and melodic. Harmonic, two notes played at the same time. Let's take for instance the note of C and E. When you play both of them at the same time, you have what's called the harmonic interval. So you hear it sound like. While melodic, two notes played one after the other. Let's use C and E as an example also. So you have, so it's C, E. Intervals are named or within by determining the quality followed by the quantity of the interval. Intervals are the building blocks for scales, chords, arpeggios, etc. Let's look at the table here. Number of half steps in intervals. The names of the intervals. We have unison, minor second, and the rest of them. Take your time and study them carefully. The short name is also indicated here. P1, M2. Now, the difference is for every minor, it starts with a small letter. Then for every major, it starts with a capital letter. So you have the minor second, M2, minor, small letter, major second, M2. So it applies to all. The number of half steps. Unison has 0 half step. Minor second has 1 half step. Major second have 2 half steps. Study it down. Interval continuation. Represented on a staff, the unison is what we call the perfect unison. When you have a key of C and another C, no any half step in between both of them, so it is called unison because the number of half step is 0. Here we have the same key of C for augmented unison and C that is risen with a sharp, so it becomes C and C sharp, which means they have one number of half steps in between them. Here we have the minor second. Minor second has a key of C and a key of D flat. Between C and D, we have 2 half steps, but this particular D has been flattened. So between C and D, or C and D flat, we have only 1 half step interval between them. It's just a matter of studying it, because D flat is the same thing as C sharp. When you flatten D and you raise C, you have the same key, which is referred to as enharmonic. So study all of them and derive the rest of it all as indicated here. So also it applies to what we have here. Here we have a C for minor second, a C, and a D flat, which is the same thing as analyzed here. So it's just a matter of either flattening it or sharpening it, or you use the term one semitone up or down, depending on the accidentals indicated. Feel free to ask if you don't understand it better. Scale. A scale can be defined as a collection of the changes in pitches, either in ascending or descending order. Tones, also known as whole notes, and semitones, also known as half notes, entails the pattern that forms the structure of a scale. They are called the scale formula. The most common scale in Western music are major scale and minor scale. They are both diatonic and have 7 notes per octave: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The tones of a scale are called degrees or steps of a scale, each having its own name. The 3 most important scale degrees are tonic, dominant, and subdominant. The keynote is called the tonic, which is the lowest and highest tone of a scale. That is maybe when you went from C to C, starting with C to C, the first C becomes the tonic, and then the last C also, running it through an octave, is also referred to as the tonic. The starting note of a scale is called the key, root, or tonic note. Since there are 12 notes in music, there are 12 keys. Take for instance the example we have here, running a scale from C to C. C, which is also the first note, is called tonic. D, the second note on this scale, is called supertonic. E, the third note on the scale, is called the mediant. F, the fourth note, is called the subdominant. G, the fifth note, is called the dominant. A, the seventh note, is called the submediant. And B, the seventh note, is called the leading tone. And then the eighth one, which is the same thing as the tonic. Major scale. It is the most important scale in Western music. It has a very happy and uplifting sound. It is the base for most other scales. The formula for major scale is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That's whole note, half note, whole note, whole note, whole note, half note, which can equally be tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. By applying the major scale formula, we have C major scale as C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, let me explain using this diagram here. It's a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The first one stays whole. Whole means pick a key. This is, let's say, key of C. I've picked the key. It now says go a whole note. From C to C sharp is a half note or a semitone. But coming down to D, half plus half will now give me a whole note. So I've gotten C and D as a scale. So I'll move to another whole note, which is indicated here, which is now E. Then the next one is F, which is now half, move a half note. So I'll just move half here. F, then it says whole again. Whole means I will move half plus half, giving me G, then another whole again, as half plus another half, giving me A, another whole again, half plus another half, giving me B, then it says half, which is C here. So this particular scale forms what we call the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. What we have here. So if you apply the same formula for this major scale, you can derive the G major scale here as G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. Minor scale. Minor scale is the opposite of the major scale in terms of music. Unlike major scale, it creates a dark and gloomy sound. It is common in classical, metal, and rock style of music. The formula of minor scale is whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole, which can be tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. There are three types of minor scale: natural, harmonic, and melodic minor scales. By applying the minor scale formula, we have A minor scale as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. A minor scale, this is A. Let's get it from A, this is A. This formula states we go for tone. So from A, we have what we call B, a tone. Then it says we should go for semitone. Semitone will give us C here. Then it says we should go for tone again. So it gives us D. So we should go for tone again. So we'll go and gives us E. Then it says semitone, which is F. Then tone gives us G. Then another tone gives us A. So this forms the A minor scale. You can apply the same formula and form other minor scales from the keyboard. So I'll play a major scale on the key of C, and then a minor scale on the key of A, so that we get a sound of how it is. So for major scale, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then the minor scale says we should go from A, so we have it as good luck on your trials. Thank you. Feel free to drop a question or questions, or a topic or a subtopic you want an in-depth view for discussions. You can equally click on the subscribe button for pop-ups on coming videos.